Good morning. It's the Orlando Gardener coming at you. And I hope all is well out there in the fruit land, YouTube land. It's, I guess it's probably about a little bit before mid-season or mid-season in South Florida for the mango growers. And it's just now starting to get a little bit of momentum here in Central Florida. All of my first season stuff, it didn't make it. I have probably about 10% of the fruit that I had last year. I mean, the trees are healthy, they're green, they're happy, but very little fruit. But I wanted to do this particular video on a variety that I just did a test on. And the variety is this one, Maha. I have two of them here. Now, this is a favorite of a lot of people. Maha is a favorite. It's a variety that didn't win me over until last year. Two of my good friends, they told me how good Maha was. My friend in Riverview, Mrs. Hunt, she told me that the Mahas were fabulous, that they were excellent. And then a friend up here in Orlando by the name of Rob, he was on a video here way back. He shared with me how good his was. And then then the guy that introduced me to this mango craze started to tell me about his. And I was like, maybe I need to give these a second chance. And I'm also glad that my friend in Riverview, I'm glad that she convinced me to keep my tree, because at one time I was thinking about giving this tree up. And the reason why is because I had my tree for a while and it wasn't producing. And then all of a sudden, bam, it started to produce. And to find out later that that's kind of how Maha Chinook is. It's kind of like fruit punch. It starts out really slow as far as production, but when it do start producing, you got something really good. And I'm very pleased with this tree. My tree is not in the ground. It's in like a 25-gallon pot. And this year it probably had about maybe about 8 on it, and last year maybe about 15. So I'm very, very happy with the production of it. I want to let you all know that this is a variety that does well in pots. Once the tree get going, now you're going to have to wait a little while before the tree actually produces. But once it starts to produce, it produces regularly. This tree has produced every year since it started. Even with the winter freeze that we had in Central Florida, it still held fruit, and I'm glad about that. What I want to let you all know, and hello out there in California as well, and different parts of the world, fruit family. I want to let you all know that it's great for pots. It is great. I have no issues about growing this in the pot. The one that I have, I'm going to probably keep it in a 25-gallon pot for another year or two, and then I might bump it up a little bit, but it has no issues in pots. It doesn't have any major disease issues or anything like that. It is a great mango for growing in pots. Now, just as you all know, I do experiments here in Orlando. And so, some fruit need to be tree ripened, and some fruit you can take off and let be counter ripened. And so this one was one that I got yesterday. It was tree ripened. Maha Chinook is one of the types that you can let fall off the tree, or where you can go up and bump it and tap it, and it'll come off. I find that that's the best way to eat it. Now this one I pulled off a little early, and I wanted to sit it on the counter to see what would take place. I got this off about 7 days ago, and this one was on the tree at the same time, but it This one came off itself. This one smells really, 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 really good. And it is ready to. I'm gonna eat this now. But this one, don't mind that. That was a microwave, y'all. um, but this one is not ready. And this was just. I mean, this smells like one of those store-bought mangoes. That's how it smells. That green, and it doesn't smell sweet or anything like that, but I would just want to experiment to see, is Maha chanok one of the varieties that you can counter ripen. And from my experience over the last 3 years, tree ripened Maha chanooks are the best. Okay, where did this thing come from? It came from Thailand. It's thought to be a cross between um, uh, um, ivory and also sunset, I believe, sunset or sunrise. And it is a uh, mm, it has some floral tones. Now, this is one of the fruit that has floral tones that I can tolerate. I don't normally like floral tones, and I don't like. I like subacid. I don't like floral, and I don't like that chalkiness. But this one, the floral tones, it is not overwhelming. It's extremely sweet. It has those Thailand type tones. It's very sweet, slight floral, but the floral doesn't overpower the sweetness. It doesn't do that. It's a really good balanced out mango, and the tree is excellent for growing. And so, would I recommend this for mango growers? I would recommend this if you want to sell some. I would recommend this if you want to just have a tree in the backyard for your own consumption. But it is a great mango. I am completely satisfied with this, and thumbs up to Rob and Allison for convincing me to keep this particular tree. So this is the Orlando Gardener coming at you. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Maha chanok, and it's a good fruit. I would recommend y'all go out and get it. Orlando Gardener coming at you. Y'all have a good one.